In this video, I wanted to talk about comparing distributions to one another rather than just talking about one distribution at a time. So this does not change in terms of what we look at. We're still looking at cuts. You know, where's the center? Is anything unusual? What's the spread and what's the shape? But we want to use comparative language. We don't want to make like a laundry list of like, well, here's the one center. Here's one thing unusual about the first one. We want to actually compare them. So let's do an example, at least kind of talking through it. Let me drop a distribution or a couple distributions in. Okay, so here are some test grades, and of course I want to show you, or remind you that when you do box plots, this is the way to do it with the axis on the bottom, okay, and then the plots like this. So these are test grades. So, for example, when you talk about center, you'd say Class 1's center is higher than Class 2's. And then it would be great if you kind of put in parentheses like numbers. You'd say Class 1 center, parentheses 83, is higher than Class 2's center of 80. So compare them to one another. Okay? Unusual. I would say again, a lot of times with comparing, it doesn't mean they have to be different. I would look at this and I'd say neither one have outliers. Okay? Neither one have really strange shapes. And that would be it. But again, talk about them at the same time. In terms of spread, I'd say, well, Class 1 spread, and actually, let's think about it. It's just under just under 100 to just over 60, so it's like 35. And maybe this one you'd say like 95 to 55, so it's roughly 40. I'd say Class 2's spread, parentheses 40, is greater than Class 1 spread, parentheses 35. It's nice to put numbers to it, okay? And then in terms of shape, both of them appear a little bit, maybe with a longer part here, maybe slightly skewed to the left. Not a lot, but both of them appear slightly maybe skewed left, where that tail is kind of on the lower end. Okay, so again, this isn't hard. We've talked about this before, but I just want to remind you that you shouldn't, when you compare two distributions, you shouldn't make like a Class 1 list. Like here's the center unusual shape spread for Class 1 and again for Class 2. You should really have 4 sentences that compare them. What is it about the center in Class 1? What compared to Class 2? What is it about it? What's unusual? And so on. So it's still 4 sentences, but just compare in each one to the other.